Okay. So now, cross your right foot over to the left, and it doesn't have to be in line with the pinky toe side of the foot. And then start to bring some small circles into the hips. And squeeze your inner legs as you do this, so circling around. Good. And then switch legs, left foot in front. And circle, you could start circling to the left, or you can go to the right, whichever feels better. Good. All right, come back to center. It doesn't matter, you don't have to go both directions on the circle. Bring your feet together, spread your toes wide, bend your knees, and put the backs of your hands into the inner, just above the inner knees. And then you're going to just squeeze for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, release the hands. Sit down a little deeper and put your hands on the outer legs. And then we're going to pulse here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Stand up, release the hands from the legs. Cross your right foot over to the left. Point your toes. Good, and take your arms out to the sides. And then I'm just going to have you kind of pulse that right leg over to the left. Good. Now notice if you're dropping in your hips at all. So you can stand off your leg, the standing leg. Good, pulse for 3 more, 2 more, and 1. And then swing your right knee behind you, curtsy pose. And let's pulse for 10, 9, 8, good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, good. 1. Now stay down, swing your arms forward. And then reach through your fingers and pull your sitting bones back and try to squeeze your legs in towards each other as you're here. And reach and sit and pull and reach and sit and pull. Good. Put your hands on the ground. Swing your right leg up to the sky. Bent knees or straight. Standing leg could be bent. Top leg could be bent. Doesn't matter. And then just lower your right foot down to meet your left foot. Round yourself slowly up to stand. Good. And then through a flat back, fold back down. So let's take the wave through the spine here. Suck the belly in, chin into chest. Don't make it too slow. So as you wave through the spine here, you're finding all the ways that you can create space between the vertebra. Feeling the currents of energy flowing through the spaces. Feeling the body opening. Feeling yourself in those spaces, your attention. Good, just 1 more. And then come back to center and stand up. Shake out your hands. Shake out your, bouncing your legs. And then double up, double time it in your weight shift. Almost like you're sparring, but you're actually just shaking your hands, so it's more expressive. Wah. Woo. Good, yeah, good. Get all over the place. Yeah, throw your stuff all over the place. So shake something off of you, shake many things off of you. Shaking is something you do for yourself, right? Shake it off. It lands on you, you shake it off. You don't let density kind of gather and rest in the body, just like in the skeleton. Good, take it into a nice little jog. Just getting the energy moving. Doesn't have to be a race. Life isn't a race. It's just about moving with grace. I didn't mean to rhyme, but it happens some of the time. So go a little faster. I just cracked myself up. Keep going for 10, 9, light, 8, 7, easy, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then stand up. Notice the currents of energy that you can feel, that you can discern. Good. Take your left leg over to the right. Now, I don't know if you noticed in my body, but it's really easy to kind of sink into that leg. So as you cross the midline with your left foot and your left leg, pick yourself up out of that right standing leg and pulse over to the right for 10, 9, 8, 7. Foot can be in the air or just tapping the ground if you need that for balance. 4, 3, 2, 1. Curtsy pose. And pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stretch your arms forward, pull your hips back and hold here for 10. 9, keep pulling yourself apart, keep hugging in. So you're extending and then you're also hugging in at the same time, keeping them integrated. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Hands to the ground, left leg goes high, just explore the space with your left leg. And the hip can open, you can indulge a stretch here. Don't worry too much about the form so much as the opening of the legs and the strengthening of your standing leg. Lower your left foot to meet your right foot. Round yourself slowly up to stand up. Nice and slowly, one vertebra at a time. Suck the belly back into the spine. Good. Let's create some curves. So let's do this from that sort of vantage point of staying light on the balls of the feet, right? You can circle a couple times in each direction. You can make half circles, but keep your heels light, and then start to exaggerate the hiking up of the hip. So you could curve and hike up the hip and grab those muscles on the side of your body. Yeah, good. So working the side line. Good. Now let's do this rhythmically. So just hips side to side. Plant your heels, plant your feet, and then let your booty swing way back. And then each time that the hip rises, try to squeeze the side body muscles. Get down into your legs. Now notice if your knees want to wobble out to the sides, keep them steering forward, even though the hips are swinging out to the sides. So you can even look down at your knees and try to direct them over the middle toe each time they bend. Good. Let's bring it up. Stretch the arms high and bring it back down. Have some fun with it, because it's fun. But you can make it the fun into a bit of effort, a bit of work. Nice. Okay, let's stay down. Take your hands to your heart, and we're going to tap opposite elbow to knee. Let's go for 10. Press your palms together. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then fold over your legs. Go ahead and step your right foot back. So we're going to do a little work with down dog and lunging. So the right foot steps back. The left leg is going to swing up into the air. You're going to stretch it high. Down dog split. You can open the hip or square it off, do whatever your body's wanting to do. And then step your left foot forward. Lift your left arm high, twist. Yep, left hand back down. Left leg goes high. And the same thing. Foot steps forward, open up, twist. Good, left hand down, left leg high, left leg forward, left arm high. Good, hand comes down, leg goes up, leg goes forward, and keep going. And you can take this slower than the beat. You can stretch, stay a little longer in each of the shapes if you want to. Or if it's settling for your mind and focusing for your mind just to stay on task and stay in the rhythm, do that. Notice what's happening naturally for you. So you're being conscious of it, but you're also working with what's happening naturally. It's like, what's your default? And then work within that. You don't have to fight it. Plenty of other things to fight, like gravity, like sluggishness, Except on this sunny day, it's kind of nice to let your attention rise up towards the sun, just like the plants. I am a cornball, I know. Keep going, 2 more. And last one. And then we're going to stay with our left foot forward. Lower your right knee to the mat. And then take your hands up onto your left thigh. And then pull that left shin forward and retract that left hip back. And then hug your legs in towards each other. Pick your heart up. Good. Now let go of your leg and stretch your arms up high, but see if you can keep all the integration in the legs. Yeah, good. Stretch up. Breathe in. And then lower your hands to the mat. Let's stay with this left leg. You're going to kick the leg up, put the elbows down. Bend the knee. And then pulse. Good. Keep your head in line with your neck. So try not to crank it. Imagine you have kind of a pull or a belt around your right, the front of your right hip, the top of the thigh bone. And it's pulling that thigh bone back. Keep going. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now kick your left leg straight and bring it over to the right in the air. And just like we did when we were standing, you're going to pulse it over to the right. Yeah, good. Let's go for 20 here. 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now tuck your left knee behind your right knee. Come to all fours. And we'll take, and put your hands on the ground, yep. And then we'll take cat and cow here with right thigh crossed over left thigh. And round your spine, chin to chest. And open your heart. Good. And round your spine. And nice long spine, yep, back and forth. Cat and cow. Rounding, curving, extending. They both do that for you, just in different directions, which I love. Keep going. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and breathe, and 1. Good. Let's go to a cross-legged downward facing dog. So push your thighs into each other. And lift and lower your heels nice and quickly so you're pumping the quads here. Try to spread your toes nice and wide. Try to lift straight up through your heels. Keep going. And try not to let the hips waggle as you do this, so keep your sitting bones reaching straight back. You can line up your sitting bones with your ribs, with your shoulders, with your ears. So you're lining in lots of different places. Good, 2 more pulses like this. And then we'll come out to a plank pose, uncrossing the feet and reaching through the inner heels, reach them back so you get a nice stretch for the cows. Good, child's pose, just for a breath. Lower the knees down. I know we should be jumping and dancing to what's going on in the soundtrack, but I think we're just working with the flow here. Good, take a big breath in, try to widen your ribs into your thighs. Yeah, and tighten your fingertips just for a moment to come off your wrists. You just get a little counter pose for the wrist. Good. Come forward to all fours. Curl your toes under, downward facing dog. And then hop, skip, or jump to the top of your mat, feet to hands. Come up halfway on your inhale. Yep, and fold forward on your exhale. Round yourself slowly up to stand. And add a little bounce to your legs as you come on up. Good, before we take the second side, let's work with some shifts. Shifting the weight in the legs, shifting from foot to foot, side to side. Good. Let's take the right foot forward and add a punch. Keep it nice and steady on the beat. Snap the arm back into the body so the elbow comes right in, tucks right into the side ribs. Make strong fists with your hands. Good. Now we're going to double it up, double time, and add the right arm. Good. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake it out. And bring it into a nice quick run. Now quick. Go, 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 go. Good. Keep going. Faster. Lighter. More efficient. So you can go lighter and faster without putting more effort in. Right? It doesn't have to close you up or create rigidity. Yeah, just light, light, light. Good. Faster. Go faster. Go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fall into movement. Whatever movement comes out of that effort. Could be circling the arms. Might want to punch. Imagine you could throw your bones. Right? So move from the engines in your muscles. Move from the skin, from the breath breathing you. Good, beautiful, nice. Let's take the left foot forward. And punch with the right hand, go. Punch, punch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now double time at 10, 9, 8. Focus, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now just shift back and forth. Keep your body really upright. So try not to let the upper body collapse into the lower body. Don't rest in your skeleton. Yeah, use the engines of your muscles, the breath moving you to lift you out of yourself. So density doesn't keep pooling. Good. Back to a jog, very light. Go. Quick, quick, quick. Good. Turn your knees to the right, look over your left shoulder. Keep the twist going in your upper body. Now make fists with your hands and try to bring your fists together. Resist. Press your palms, your fists together and your side body squeezing. Good. And then very slowly unwind and go the other direction. Fists come together. Squeeze the side body into itself. Good. Light on the feet. Light, 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 light. Good. So strong upper body, light lower body rather. Good. Unwind nice and slowly. Feet are still going quick, but you're going to unwind slowly. Let your hands shake. We're still pitter-pattering here. Yeah. Let's do what we did the other day. So imagine the wind is taking you. Use your imagination which way the wind is taking you or which way the wind is blowing. Good. Now you choose what direction you move in. So now it's you happening, right? You're making you happen, not some outside force. Good. Now make it an outside force. So it almost doesn't feel like your choice, even though you're moving. Now keep alternating between a direction you're choosing to go in and how you're being taken. And play with this dance, right? This dance between outside forces and inside forces. What motivates you? What gets you going? And then are you inspired by what happens outside of you? So it's not a bad thing to be taken by the wind, if you will. I know that's a lyric to a very cheesy song. Good. Okay, let's take it into a walk. And notice your feet touching the ground. Notice the roll or the shift of your weight as you roll through your feet. And then come back to the top of your mat. Breathe in, stretch your arms high. Fold forward over your legs. Step your left foot back to a lunge. Yeah, good. Sweep your right leg up and back. Open up the hip, bend the knee. And find the stretch. Push the mat away. Wrap your triceps. And then you're going to step your right foot forward. Stretch your right arm high. Put your right hand down. Lift your right leg up and back. So we're here for a bunch. So as you're moving through this, you might want to take it slow for the first couple rounds, just getting used to the movement, and then you might get more efficient. Try to not drag the foot or slap it down. Lift it right back up. Find the lightness. Find your efficiency. You could always use blocks for your hands if you needed to set that up for yourself. Keep going. You're doing great. Twist and reach and stretch. And as you're moving here and breathing, notice the flow of energy. Let's take two more. And last one. Lower the back knee down, put your hands on your right thigh. So, relating to what we were talking about earlier, this idea that we can both use the inner line to open the outer line and integrate us so we don't have to overwork up here. See if you can feel just a gentle nudging back of the front ribs. And then retract that right hip back and push the right knee forward. Now keep all that, stretch your arms high. Good. Take a big breath in. And put your hands on the ground. Stretch your right leg up and back, lower the elbows, and pulse. Got about 20 of these. No biggie. Don't let those front ribs lag. Bring them in. Let's go for 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then extend the leg, cross it over to your left, and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now right knee tucks outside, left knee or behind and outside. Come to all fours. So put your hands on the ground rather. And then cat and cow here. So inhale, open the chest. Good. Exhale, round the spine. Good. Keep going. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And last one, inhale and exhale, and then curl your toes under downward facing dog with your left thigh crossed over your right thigh. Push your legs into each other. Pull your sitting bones up and back. Line the sitting bones with the side ribs, with the sides of your shoulders, with your fingers, with your ears. All these places that you can find symmetry in your body to help organize you and help you focus. Good. Come on out, plank pose. Uncross the feet. Okay, how about some burpees? Should we do it? The easy kind. So we're going to lift the hips up, bend the knees, push off the ground, hop forward, stand up. Now I'm going to ask you to hinge at the hips here. So don't do the round up, but actually use your legs like a deadlift to come back up. So we're going to fold, hands down, jump back to a bent knee down dog. That's what makes it easy. Because otherwise we would jump back to a push-up and do a push-up, and we're not doing that today. So then you're going to step or jump your feet to your hands, stand up. Hands, feet, feet, stand. And if you need to take it slower or not on the beat, do that. Make it work for you. Keep yourself aligned with what your needs are. So we talk about physical alignment of the skeleton, but we can also talk about spiritual alignment, emotional alignment, aligning with the moment, with what's happening, attuning to that. Attuning and aligning are kind of, in my mind, very similar. Although attuning is a more subtle way of assessing, I think, right? And there's a choice, I feel like, with attuning to decide whether to engage with it or not. Finding the way that you align to something, now that's another idea. But they do both have to do with sensitivity, being in the moment, seeing how things stack up. Let's go 5 more, because that might be enough. 4, 3, and 2 more, and 1 more. Good. Let's shake it out. Let's go to a quake. So a quake is something that happens to you. Woo! Good. Now let's bring the quake into a gentle shift of weight. So it comes up through your feet, and then see if you can, as you're quaking here, start to narrow your focus along the inner line of your body. So use your imagination if you can't actually feel it. And then let's start to take the quake out and do a little brush. So you're going to take you could point your lifted foot. You can have a little bit of turnout in the legs. Nice, good. Try not to hang back in the heels too much, so a little more forward in the feet. Maybe you can get even a slight lift of the releve there. Good, now let's take it a little faster. Yeah, good. You can let the arms flow with the leg. Beautiful. Good. Take it behind you. Different feeling, different movement, right? I know for me the tendency is to drop down like a skater. Let's actually stay lifted. I'm gonna counter that. Not go to the default, right? Good. And then on your own, alternate front and back. And you can lose front. So maybe don't look at the screen for a moment. You can play with rhythm. A couple fast ones, a couple slow ones. Sweeping, and now you could add a little hop to it to stay light. Yes, good. And now let's take it into a skip. So now your knees will face forward where they were turned out slightly. Skip, 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 skip. Even if you don't have a lot of space in your space, work with it. And then back to a walk. And then bring all of your attention to the arches of your feet as you walk. And without trying to change too much about the way you're walking, try to stay light in the lift of your feet, in the arches of your feet. Lifting them, finding a rising energy. Good. Okay, let's take the feet wide and let's work that liver line we were talking about, that from the inner edges of the feet up the inseam of the leg. So in this wide stance, I'm going diagonal here, I want you to draw the inner heels towards each other and lift the arches of your feet so you can feel all the inner muscles working. Good. And then very slow shift from leg to leg. Now don't make it about hiking up your hip. Actually keep your hips in, yes, that's right, your hips in line with your legs, and then really work from the feet up the inner legs. You can take your arms back behind you if you want to work some triceps and back muscles. Good. So this is an effort. This is a big effort. Make it one. Good. Lift the pelvic floor. Now stay in the middle. And then, so my knees are dropping in when I do this. So I'm going to keep my knees right over the middle of my feet. Dig the heels in and then pulse. So the tops of the legs, the quads, and the inner thighs are working. Back muscles are working. Lots going on. Let's take 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Stand up. Step your feet together. Let's take a little march. Now notice if the upper body wants to come down to meet the lower body. Keep the upper body right where it is. And then I know I have a natural sort of want to shift side to side. See if you can step straight down, lift the knee straight up. So your body doesn't shift from side to side. Good. Let's just stay on the right leg and kick it forward. So you're coming through this bent knee to a nice flick of the foot and then a fold of the knee back in. Good. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Other side. Left knee. Standing nice and tall. And then start to flick as you feel like you've got the stability of the standing leg, and you can get free with the working leg. Good. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Right leg's going to lift now. Arms can go out to the side. We're going to cross the midline over to the left. Good. And hold here. Now zip up everything. So lift up out of the pelvic floor. Yep, lift your ears. Lift the crown of your head. Your arms can be lifted high just to help you stay light. And hold here. Hold here. Hold here. Cross your right ankle over your left ankle. Fold into your legs again. Let's check in and see how the muscles are doing. And then through a flat back. Not too slow. Come on up. Good. Left leg forward. Extend the leg. Arms can extend out to the sides. Cross over to the right. Front body comes in. Zip things up. Ears lift off shoulders. Crown of the head rises. Reach and reach and reach. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cross your left ankle over your right and fold over your legs. And just take a moment, pause, feel your muscles, feel your legs, feel the integration, find it. And then not too slow, come on up through a flat back. Open your eyes, rise up. Good. This is the untangle card. Right thigh over left thigh. Right elbow underneath left elbow. Eagle pose. Cross your thighs. So try to, yeah, there you go. Wrap your foot. You could wrap your foot around the back of your leg, or you could just keep it in the air. Makes no difference. Hug in, hug in, hug in. Good. Take a big breath in. And then unwind. What emerges when you untangle yourself. Close your eyes just for a moment. Notice the energy in your body. Notice the energy outside of your body if you can feel it. You might feel it in the form of heat. And then let's open the eyes. Left thigh over right thigh. Left elbow underneath right. And notice if the hips want to swing or swaggle. That's not really a word. Keep the hips nice and even. If you can't cross your wrists, you can also hug yourself. Good. Take a breath in and then unwind. Good. Take your arms out to the sides. Let's work with the rotations in the arms. So rotate your right shoulder in, your left shoulder out. Pull the arms apart. You can add a sway or a shift in your legs. Like you're being wrung out. Let it burn. Good, and then take this whole thing forward. So both palms are facing up, but right shoulder's turned in. Place your right hand on top of your left hand, and then just push up and release. Woo, find curves before we do the other side. You can clear out your energy field from just this movement, right? Clearing out the head space, clearing out the spine, clearing out the sides, like you're taking a shower. Good. And then left shoulder rotates in, right shoulder rotates out, and then pull yourself apart. You can shift from side to side. Notice what feels good about this moment. Good. Bring both arms forward as they are. And then place your hand on top of the other hand. It's awkward. And then you're going to push up and release. And let's float. So, as you shift back and forth, pretend like you're trying to make an imprint in the sand each time, or in your floor with your foot. So you can feel the density of that, of the energy drop, we'll say, and then you work off of that, right? Yes, exactly. So good. Okay, let's get a little more organized with this now. So your left foot's going to be the pivoting foot, or the foot you're going to pivot off of. Your right foot is the one that moves forward and back. So you got to stay light on your left foot so it can swivel and you can change direction. And you know, it's sort of a function of this pushing off the back foot that keeps you light. Otherwise your left foot's going to jam as you change. Good. Nice. Okay, let's stay on this right side, and we're going to start to, from the back leg, or from the right foot to the back, you're going to take a kick and then bring yourself back into that right leg. So I'm going to bend my knees. Here, I'll go a little bit to the side so you can see. I'm going to push off my back leg. My right leg is going to cross the midline, and I'm going to take a little bit of a twist. Right, so we're working this inner line through this movement. And as far as you can go, or go as far as you can go to the left with your right leg as you kick it forward. It doesn't have to be a high kick, it's more about crossing the midline and finding that integration. And we're going from this really turned out place to this nicely integrated place, right? This wide open place to the integrated one. Good. 2 more. And last one. And then switch sides. So now the right foot is the one you're pivoting off of. Right, so you're going to work from your left foot. I don't know about you, but one side is definitely lighter and easier to organize than the left. You can hear it, right? My left leg's pretty heavy. Good. Okay, and then we'll go right into the cross. Yeah. And, you know, balance is elusive, right? So it's so much about how you, balance is about how you balance your effort, right? And how much you put into it, what opposing forces, how they're balanced. That's what helps create balance, is opposing forces. So if your will is stronger than the wind blowing you, you're going to decide what direction to go in, right? That's only one example. 2 more. And 1. Good, good. Okay, so let's come into some curves in the hips. So earlier we warmed up with this movement. So let's take it a couple of notches up. So feet come down underneath hips. Hips are going to swing. And then start to bring the torso forward. Good. Now arms are going to reach behind you just like before, but now interlace them so the triceps come on your back. We're going to bend your left knee, look up to the right, straighten your right leg. Don't let your belly drop forward, pull it back. And then fold into your legs. Come up halfway, right knee bends, twist to the left. Fold halfway, or fold into yourself, come up halfway. And so just like we did earlier with the prayer twist, right? You got to keep nice and stable through your torso here as you're folding, as you're twisting. And there's movement, right? But there's also, you're kind of working with support and the wrapping the muscles to give you support. I don't know about you, but I can feel this in my legs. Good, 2 more. Right leg straightens and left leg straightens. Go ahead and put your hands on the ground. Step your right foot back. Little lunge. And then bend your right knee. Hover it off the ground. And then start to drag your left heel back towards your right heel as you pull your hips back. And then release, come forward. And drag your left heel back towards your right heel. Pull your hips back and come forward. Last one. So we're flossing that left hamstring. Good. Last one. And then come to a plank pose rather, and lower your right knee to the mat. Spin onto the outer edge of your left foot, and let's take a thigh stretch for your left leg. Put your left hand on left foot. Kick your heel away. Nice. Release that left foot. And you're going to put your foot down with a straight leg. And then left arm goes high. You're going to kick your right foot out in front of you. So the right leg extends off the mat. Yep. And then push that right hand into the ground and reach your left arm over your ear. Put your left hand down and then keep your feet as they are. Just swivel your heels up. And you're going to drag that right foot down the left side of your mat so your thighs come together. Push your legs into each other and lift your sitting bones higher. And let's come to a high pigeon. Lower the right shin to the mat. Stay lifted. Hands can be on blocks or underneath your shoulders. Take a big breath in and then fold about halfway and back up again. And it's the push of that right shin into the ground that brings you back up. Woo. One more time.
Now must be our moment.
Last one.
The time to answer humankind's greatest challenge is now.
Good. Okay. Go ahead and downward facing dog. 5 times down dog to a tuck-toed up dog. So down dog to a plank with an up dog in it. So inhale, plank, up dog, downward facing dog. Inhale, up dog. Keep your legs active. Yep. Exhale, down dog. 3 more. Inhale, up dog. Keep lifting through the heart. Nice. Exhale, down dog. And last one. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Right foot forward. Find your lunge. And then you're going to start to bend your left knee and dig your right heel in and pull your hips back. Just going to do 3 of these flossings. and then shift forward. Drag your right heel back as you pull the hip back too, and release. And one more. Pull that right heel back, pull your hips back, pull, 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 and release. And then come to a plank pose. Left knee will come to the ground. Grab your right foot with your right hand. And kick your heel away from your seat for a nice thigh stretch. Open through the chest. Good. Without snapping your foot, release the foot. Extend the leg, right hand down, right arm over up high, and then left foot kicks out to the side. Right arm reaches forward, and then to the ground. Now swivel your hips to look down, swivel your right heel up, and drag your left foot down the right side of your mat. It's not really that good of an exfoliator, but you'll have to get a penny for that. And then bring your left shin forward, pigeon pose. Stay lifted through the upper body. Good. Find the stretch in the back leg and then fold about halfway. Push the shin into the ground to bring you back up. Good. Fold forward. Push the shin in to come back up. Last one. Come forward. And come on back up. Good. And then rather than go to down dog, we're going to actually come to stand on the knees. I'm going to work heart and chest from here, so arms extend. So let's do a couple different versions of the arm variation. So you're going to start by turning the palms up and turning them up. So you're going to go for a full rotation. Palms up. Now internally rotate to turn the palms back up. So both at the same time. Whereas before we were working one and then the other. Good. Okay. Now from here, bend the elbows. Make biceps. Do a bicep curl, but with your palms open. See how that feels? And then take little pulses here. Squeezing the shoulders into the back, elbows into the sides. Keep your biceps engaged. And let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold right here, bring your hands forward, and then squeeze your shoulder blades into your back, and take a little back bend here, pushing the shins down, just like you did in pigeon pose a moment ago. Push the shins down to lift the chest up. If you want to take your hands to your low back, you'll keep all that engagement. Just slide your hands to your sacrum, your thumbs. And come on up to sit, to neutral, and come to sit on your heels or a block or on your seat. Just for a moment, we'll do the other heart clearing. So we'll start to pulse through the chest here. Heart reaching forward and back. Close your eyes. Going to clearing what you're needing and wanting to clear today. So this is your will to clear, right? You're not waiting for it to happen just magically. You're working it. You're bringing your effort. You're making it happen. Get quieter inside. Notice your breathing. And 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And put your hands right on your thighs, palms down to ground you. Take a moment to breathe into your heart center. heart chakra. The shape is 2 triangles, one facing up, one facing down. Right in the center of this space is a flame. It stays lit no matter what. And then go ahead and gently open your eyes. Shift your weight onto your right hip. Swing your left leg out to the left. And then turn towards your left leg and take a forward fold here. So, variation on Janushirasana. Maybe take your head to your knee, or your knee to your head. And then rise up slowly. Very quick, simple visit. Right hand behind you. Roll up onto your right shin. Rock star. And then lower your seat. Switch legs. Left foot into right thigh. Right leg extends out to the side. Turn your body towards the leg. Fold. Breathe. Rise up slowly. Left hand behind you. Roll up onto your left shin. Reach your right arm high. And lower your seat down. I'm just going to do one more thing to activate that liver channel. So you're going to, feet come together and hands are going to come just up above the legs, and you're going to draw the legs in and resist with your hands and then push down. And draw in and release. Up and release. And it is helpful to sit up on something here if you have something to sit up on. But like a block. Yep. Grab my block too. So let's since we just are setting up, let's do about 10 of these pulses. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and really make sure you release 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then actually, since we're both up on blocks, let's just turn the knees in, wrap the arms around the legs, and just drop your chin into your chest and give a little stretch for the back. Go ahead and rise up, and option to sit for the last minute or two of class, maybe knees forward and seat on the block. You could meditate, or you could lie down for Shavasana, whatever you choose. Begin to deepen your breathing and start to bring small movement back into your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes. to your right side, hug your knees into your chest and find your way slowly up to sit. Keeping your eyes closed. Invite your hands together in Anjali Mudra at your heart center, and we'll chant the sound of Om one time to close our practice. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for sharing your light, and thank you for your presence. Namaste.